A new worshiping community.
It's new, it's a fresh start, it's something a little different.
Something that has the potential
To develop into a new,
Mature expression of church.
Innovation.
And that's a big part of it.
faithful to the gospel for sure.
No worshiping community is church
Worship is present.
It starts with the community.
Being intentional,
and ecclesial.
it's real church, not a bridge or a substitute or anything like that,
It's contextualized ministry in that it's able to adapt.
and applies to the people who live it.
And sustainability is a big part of it.
it's got to be connected to itself, to the local community,
And to the Presbyterian Church at large.
The movement is intended to make new disciples.
People that are unhappy or disgruntled or bored even with church, they matter, but this isn't for them. They're not the focus of 1001.
We focused on the unchurched.
This is for the de-churched people of God.
It's not that the traditional church people aren't welcome.
It's just that that's not the people we're trying to reach.
The great thing about 1001 new worshiping communities is that spiritual formation happens through authentic relationship.
It's not through programs, but through experiencing God in each other.
This is about taking on various types and forms of church for a changing culture.
New means not being afraid to experiment or innovate.
Experimentation and innovation are key elements to 1001 new communities.
Most importantly, the new community needs to be contextual.
Meeting people where they live, in their context of life, and sharing the gospel.
Jesus Christ is central to the movement.
Without worship, we would not be the church.
The form of worship, however, that is shaped by the community.
It doesn't start with worship, but it's where we end up.
It comes as a result of engagement with the people.
A new worshiping community doesn't exist for itself alone, just to have a church service.
There's active participation in the wider community.
It's the engagement in the life of the neighborhood that brings strength, excitement, enthusiasm to the new worshiping community.
No worshiping communities are ecclesial. No compromising there.
We're shaped by God's mission, not a building, program, or staff.
It's not about the building,
It's not about having a staff.
but the right leaders are essential.
They are missional and intentionally focused on the community.
The leaders are participating in what God is already doing in the community, and that's what shapes and guides the worship.
Care and accountability, that's what describes how we're connected to the broader church.
No worshiping communities could be vulnerable for a longer period of time than most people would expect.
Having partner congregations or mid-council support really helps these communities to flourish.
Both are blessed by this connectional relationship.
Having the right leadership and the right financial stability are critical.
New worshiping communities raise up the leadership from within the community itself.
These new leaders, they actually fit the community context. They're part of the community.
The financial stability becomes a community responsibility so that ultimately they can stand on their own.
Bivocational leadership, not owning your own building, and having a business plan within the community
Is how financial stability can happen for this community.
There is no one-size-fits-all.
And that's what actually makes it really exciting.
It's the participants that provide this stability.
because this is a by, for, and with the community movement.
This is a movement
It's a movement of the people.
It's a movement of God's people.